Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Fall is quickly coming upon us, and you know what that means. Pumpkin spice, sweaters, the McRib, the McRib, and all kinds of holiday decor. I swear Walmart wants me to eat my Thanksgiving dinner in my Halloween costume while I listen to Christmas carols. We've got a special spooky build for you today. I'm really excited about this one. Stick around. You're going to have a hauntingly good time. I'm Mighty Joe, and you're watching. Hello everyone. Once again, welcome back to another spooky episode of Brick by Brick with Mighty Joe. Back on May 14th, 2025, at 4:36 a.m., I received a direct message from Lumibricks asking if I had a few moments for a quick Q&A on a product that they were putting into development. They asked me different questions regarding the color, design, layout, the tree, all kinds of different design aspects of the set. I gave them my opinions. They thanked me for my time, and we waited. The set is finally coming out, you guys. And the set I'm talking about is the Lumibricks Midnight Haunted Mansion. The Lumibricks Midnight Haunted Mansion is set L9092, consists of 2,617 pieces, and is rated for ages 16 and up. Now, I've waited a long time for this set to come out. Now, the set does officially release on October 15th, 2025, but there was a limited run for KOCs at a discounted price, but it was a very limited run because there were some sets that had a misprint in the instruction manual that wasn't caught in time for production. So when October 15th comes around, all of the corrected sets will be released. So looking at the front of the box, you do see the beautiful, beautiful haunted house here. We do have a little ghost hunter vehicle. We do have 3 minifigures included in this set. And of course, lots of play features that we'll get into once the build is complete. Right here on this side of the box, you can see that we do have some close-ups of some of the scenes. Really, really cool looking designs. And on the back of the box, we've got 2 pictures of the set, the rear view with the access panels open and the front view. So many cool little details in this set. You guys are gonna love this set. Let's open it up and take a look at what comes inside. All right, so opening up the box, we are greeted with our 2 instruction manuals. Very good thickness on these 2 books. Inside the first manual, we do have our Lumibricks service card, which does have the customer service information inside so that you know how to contact customer service if you should need to. I don't normally do this on the unboxings, but I'm going to open it up for you to show you that you also do have where you can order replacement parts, and you can join the Lumibricks Delight World page by scanning that QR code. Really fun stuff. Now, looking at the book, we do have QR codes on the front of the book as well, so that you can go ahead and download the PDF to do this digitally if you don't want to take up space on your table with these books. Personally, I enjoy the books, mostly because I don't own an iPad, but opening it up, you can see we do have the About Lumibricks on one side, a really awesome picture of the set on this side. We've got some little scenes in here, and it shows you that you do have a shaking floor where the floorboards bounce up and down, a spinning sofa, there is a ghost that pops out from behind the closet, and the toilet glows green, but that doesn't seem so much haunted as just a regular night after Taco Bell. And then we've got all of these instructions in different languages on the battery boxes and the lighting kit, how to test your lights, all different languages so that no one's left out. And then we've got this picture here showing that bags 1 through 6, along with the F, S, and light kits are going to give you this part. And then 7 through 15 are going to finish up the build. So right here, it shows you how to plug in all your lights so you can test them before you start. Always important to test your lights before you start. And then it shows the F bag, which has specialty light bricks, which help hide and wire management, and the 3 minifigures that come with the set. It shows you how to construct your minifigures, and then it gets right into the build. So you can see here, we've got clear and concise directions. Everything is outlined in red on the parts that you're going to be adding. Here we got the wire going that way. Right here, you can see some more pieces there highlighted in red. Really, really clear instructions in Lumibricks sets. So here we have all of our parts. Let's go ahead and get them spread out and take a look. Alright, so we've got everything spread out on the table, and you can see that there are quite a few bags. There are 15 bag steps consisting of 44 bags, and we do have our light kit here with 2 envelopes of lighting elements, our battery box, tweezers, and screwdriver, our F bag, which contains the minifigure pieces and specialty light bricks, and of course our instructional manual. We've also got one more bag of parts over here. This is called the S bag, and this is usually your plates and any kind of specialty items you'll have here. Looks like we do have a rope in there and some spider webs. So yeah, this is going to be a really fun set, and I've been waiting for so long for this set. Alright friends, these are the 2,617 pieces, and I'm ready to build this guy. I think I'm going to go ahead and give you updates as we go bag by bag. So let's get started, shall we? Are you ready? Let's go! When I got to this part of the build, I had to stop because I realized that while putting these 4 plates together with all of this underneath, I wasted my time. I need to put this on a mills plate, so I don't want to use these parts. So I'll go ahead and take it apart and build my mills plate. Alright, so looking at our progress so far, step 1 is complete. We do have these 4 extra pieces remaining. And taking a look, we do have our main floor base done. Now you may have noticed in the speed build that there were these 4 16 by 16 plates were being held together by several other plates from the bottom. By the time I realized what was happening, I had already built it all, but I had wanted to mills plate this build, so I went ahead and disassembled all that I had done and went ahead and built the mills plate. So we've got our foundation, we've got our 3 minifigures, our 2 ghost hunters, and the real estate agent Mark. We do have the beginnings of the floorboards that are going to hop up and down when you turn the lever. And we do have some light management going on, some wire management. So we've got one over here and one on the other side. So yeah, it's a good start. And on to bag 2. All right, so step 2 is complete, and that gave us a little bit more detail. You can see that we do have this bottom basement window filled up. We've got several windows on this side. We've got a TV that's going to be glowing on this side. We've got some strange details: a banana, an apple, and a rat. And then we finished up clearing off the floor, paving it off, and then we've got the crazy jumping floorboards where our scared realtor is about to lose it because the house is freaking him out. All right, not too bad. Let's head into step 3. All right, step 3 is complete, or bags 3 rather. Speaking of 3, we have 3 extra parts in this bag. Those are going in the spare parts bin, and we are starting to get a nice looking exterior on one side of the house here, with what looks like maybe some logs piled up, some foliage on the wall. We've got a door here with a printed window above it. We've got the TV finished off. We've got a secret compartment right here with the grandfather clock that swings open. It's kind of hard to do, but there's a secret passageway that leads us into this area where there is a ladder and a lamp. We did get our junction box wired in and slid in here. Easy access to our battery box, and we can see that the lights currently are still working. There's a blinking green light underneath the house. And yeah, everything's coming along nicely. Time to head in to bags 4. Alright kids, step number 4 is complete, and we've got ourselves some detail in the living area. We've got a spooky chair with tentacles coming out of it. We've got a kitchen table, dining table and chair. We've got this really cool looking beginning of the porch. Looking pretty awesome. And then we've got a little bit of detail on the front there. Yeah, starting to come together. On to step 5. Alright guys, we're chugging along. Step 5 is complete. We've got ourselves our power jumper right there, contact plate. We've got our bay window built up with some really cool printed broken glass pieces there. We've got our giant back wall that swings open so you can look inside the house. We've got our little ghost on the bookcase so that when you open it up, the ghost is back there to scare you. Love that it creaks as well. Don't know if that's a design element or if it just happens that way. But yeah, on to bags 6. Step 6 is complete, and with that, so is book number 1. We've got a nice rock formed wall here and broken down staircase going up to the 2nd level. We've got this little door put in here, and we've got a light mounted under there, along with a lot more detailing, some broken tree limbs and dead looking branches. Yep, this thing's really coming together. On to step 7 and book number 2. Step 8 is complete. You can see that we've added some detail to our bathroom. We've got an overflowing toilet. Good thing there's a plunger. We've got a bathtub. On this side, we've got our bed, a crib, which is really creepy, a lamp in the corner. And then out here we do have, this light is functioning. This is just a dummy light because it's supposed to look like it's burnt out. And then they give you different colors to use here if you wanted to use an orange, green, or red, but I don't know why you would do that. I would like them to match and just one look like it's burnt out, but it's your own imagination. You can do whatever you like. And we have another contact point right here, ready for our next floor. So yeah, on to bags 9. Alright, so step 9 has given us the walls to the bedroom, along with some vines and foliage growing, some exposed pipes, this door frame, the wall inside, that can also swing open. All you've got left to do is to close up this floor and build our roof. On to bags 10. All right, man, that's looking really good. Step 10 is complete, and we have finished off the second floor, bedroom and bathroom. And we've got our doors that open up to show us the insides of the house. Really awesome. For some reason, we also have this that opens up to show you the ladder to come up to the second floor, because there are no stairs in this house, only ladders. It's really interesting. Very nice. All right, we're almost done, folks. On to step 11. Step 11 is complete, and that has given us our roof level with 2 lights and a seance room, which is really cool. Some creepy details in there. We've got a pumpkin with a candle on it right here that you can switch out the flame to a green flame if you want to stay in the green motif that the rest of the fire in the house is. Haven't decided which one I want. But yeah, that's step 11. On to step 12. Step number 12 is now complete and has given us the majority of the rooftop here. Looking really cool. We've got a boarded up window there. We've got a really awesome build here on the side. We've got the spikes on the roof. Access panel to our seance room here. And then this panel over here just kind of comes off. Gravity's all that holds it on, so you can look in and see what's going on. Pretty neat. But yeah, on to lucky number 13. Now number 13 is kind of special because when I got the box in the mail, bag 13 was ripped open and all the parts were everywhere. So here's crossing our fingers that we have all the parts. Let's go. step 13 is complete, and we've got ourselves a house. We got the roof all finished off. We got everything mounted and lights tested. Now all we need to do is the last 2 steps or 2 bags, 14 and 15, to get this all detailed up, and it'll be time for our review. I'm excited. The yard is looking absolutely magnificent with all of the details and a gravestone. We've only got 1 step left, you guys. Step number 15. Let's get it done and get this review going. All right, friends, that was the build, and it was everything I wanted and more. Let's take a deeper look at the Lumibricks Midnight Haunted Mansion. This 2,617-piece Lumibrick set was a real joy to put together. As usual, let's begin our review by looking at our minifigures. First, we have Mark. Mark was once a successful real estate agent, but now he's hit rock bottom. His business failed, his life is falling apart. Well, one day he happened upon this beautiful, mysterious old mansion that was listed at a suspiciously low price. He bought it without hesitation, unaware that his nightmare was just about to begin. You can see that he's gone through it. He's got his tie loosened. He's got his worried, scared look on his face. He's got print on the back. Yep, he really needs help. And when you've got a house that's driving you mad, who are you going to call? The Brick Busters. So right here we've got our 2 ghost hunters. They've got their overalls on. He's got a little flashlight. Printing on the back. Really confident looking group right here. Ready to see what's going on, debunk it, or get rid of the spiritual infestation. Now they do arrive in their little ghost hunting car, trike thing, whatever it is, I'm not too sure. It's a very interesting design choice. But this is the vehicle. We do have the non-specific logo on the side. We've got the phone number to call, JL5-2020. We've got a radio on this side. We've got some components on top. We've got a net for catching a ghost, which I'm not too sure how that works, but we've got it. We've got a gear shifter inside. See that we do have a printed dash piece. Kind of hard to see. There it is. And we do have a peg at the bottom where you can stick the minifigure's feet to secure them in the car. Also does have some trunk space here. Unfortunately, it's not big enough to fit anything. They do come with their version of, I guess, a proton pack, which is this kind of ray gun with the paint roller element, some translucent blue. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit in there to transport it, but still a cool little feature. Yeah, I don't know. I don't hate it. It's cute. but they look like they should be writing parking tickets instead of busting ghosts. No matter. All right, now the star of the show, everybody. Man, what a gorgeous house. Taking a look at this thing, it doesn't even fit in the frame. You can see we do have 2 floors plus an attic. We've got really cool details all around. We've got a, oh, now it's knocked over. I was going to say a mailbox that is falling over. There we are. And then we've got some broken glass on the front windows. We've got a light out up here. We've got vines and foliage growing all around the building. We've got a spider and spider webs. All kinds of beautiful orange and yellow leaves, plants. We've got a door here that opens and leads into the bedroom. We'll get a closer look at that later. We do have the back of the building where we've got our battery pack located, conveniently right here. And then we do have 2 panels here that open to show you the inside of the house. So that's really cool. Along this side right here, we do have more foliage growing on the sides of the house, another spider web up top. Got a little stack of logs right here. And I like how you see a lot of the masonry and walls are broken and have holes in them and whatnot. So you can look on this side here, we've got a corner piece missing there. We've got some holes in the front. There's some holes in this house. There's some holes in this house. Sorry, you know I had to do it. Right here we've got exposed wire, not wires, exposed piping. Broken down railing. Really awesome. Now let's take a closer look and go handheld so I can get you a real good look at these details. So starting here on the porch, you can see that we do have a porch light. We do have some broken concrete and some printed tiles on the porch. We've got some weeds growing up through the cracks. We've got a really disheveled walkway with missing pavers. We've got the mailbox. We have a gravestone, which I don't know how it can be interpreted. One of the ideas I joked with when I spoke with Lumibricks about the design was I thought they should have more than one headstone, and one of them should say "Rest in Peace, Lego." I knew they couldn't do that, but I think it's kind of funny that they said "Rest in Shadows, Argo," and you know, rest in shadows because other companies' sets aren't lit. And Argo sounds a lot like Lego. Not saying that's what they did, but based on the idea that I had, I thought that was kind of funny that that's how that ended up. We've got a tree with a noose hanging from it. Or we can just say a rope. Maybe it's a jump rope. I don't know. Over here, we do have more weeds growing. We've got a mysterious green light down in the basement. And then we've got some broken window panes along the bay window here. Really cool detail with the bat and the crowbars on the entryway door. Coming alongside, we get a closer look at the stairway that leads up to the second floor. We do have a breathing light here that's blinking. We've got the cracks in the foundation and the cracks in the wall. And if you look in here, we can see that there is a glowing light. Or is it? Coming around to this side, we do have a door we can open. And when we look in, we can see that there is a green light, but there is also a ghost. We'll get to him in a second. Coming around the back, we do have the 2 back windows of the house. Closer look at the masonry here. And the blinking light down in the basement here. We've got those basement windows. And then we are back around to the front. Moving up to the 2nd floor, you can see that we do have a blinking green light inside and more masonry brick that's broken. We do have 2 outdoor lighting sconces, one of which is functional, the other one is burnt out. And they do give you different cones to replace here. I believe it's orange, yellow, and red, but I can't see any logic in switching those out. It's nice to have choices, but I don't know. I think it looks better when the 2 colors are the same. Then over here, you can see into the room a little bit. You can see the bed in there. You can see the lamp, more of which we'll see. And there's the exposed pipes. And then the doorway here to the bedroom. Not much to see on the back side of things. And then up here, we can see into the bathroom. And there's the sink behind the window. And then the top floor, we have basically just the attic space. I don't have it snapped all the way so I can bring it out for you to see. We do have this really cool brick built chimney, and we've got a one-eyed ghost coming out of the side. So yeah, really, really cool. Let's take a look at the access panels. So opening up the 1st floor, we can see that we do have the bookshelf, mirror, table setting, chairs. We do have a creepy looking chair over there and a TV that's malfunctioning. We also have a picture of the house that's kind of askew, falling over. Really cool grandfather clock. And then right here, we have a hidden passageway that you can open the grandfather clock and get to so that you can go upstairs. When you go upstairs, you end up coming right up here, and you see that there's the back of the mirror. This swings out so you can see the full bathroom. You've got your sink, you've got a toilet, bathtub, and then you've got the bedroom where you've got a phone with a creepy tentacle coming out of the nightstand. You've got a fireplace that's glowing green. There is a print up on the wall of a crystal ball, and some other details that you'll get a better look at in just a second. Moving to the 3rd floor, you can see that we do have this panel here that lifts off, and you can see that there is a seance room up here with a book with a glowing candle. The candle flame can be switched out for green. We've got a crystal ball, and we've got a ghoul being summoned right here in the middle of the circle. The other side as well has a panel that comes off, and it just lifts off. It's only held on by gravity, so you can also see in this way. But yeah, let's go ahead and take it apart and get a look at it floor by floor. All right, so taking a look at our 1st floor, as we come up over the top, we can look down in and we can see that we do have, as I said, the TV that's malfunctioning. It does change colors. which is really cool. There is an easy chair here that doesn't look too easy. It's got tentacles growing out of it. Over here we have a picture of the house and a really cool printed window for the top. In the dining room we have some, looks like candles that are blown out and melted. We've got a chair and a table with a table runner that's printed. We've got a rotten leaf there, a rotten banana. We've got a rat, and we've got an apple. We've got several printed floorboards that are rotting away and have what look like ectoplasm. We have a really cool mirror here. I like the design of that. And then we've got this bookcase, which looks like it's got some moldy cheese or something on it. Not sure what that's supposed to be. But the bookcase, if you open it, it's a secret passage, but who's waiting in there for you? Ghost! What? Check it out, Scoob! Let's get out of here! Oh boy! Sorry, I had to do that. And then over here we've got Mark, and he is trying to get away from the ghost. And here we've got a knob that when you turn it makes the floorboards shake and jump, and also turns the chair. So that's a really cool little playability feature. That'll be enough to freak anybody out. And then, as I said, there is a hidden passageway here. If you open up that door, which is really a grandfather clock, you can get into our hallway that's also lit right there. So you can go to the second floor. Let's take a look at the second floor. In the second floor, we're going to find a bedroom. They've got a really cool printed tile here on the wall. And that is a picture of a little girl with a teddy bear. And then we've got this printed tile, which looks like a drawing on the wall. And it's kind of creepy because we've got the teddy bear here knocked over. We've got a pillow on the floor. We've got a phone. We've got a picture of the family. There's that teddy bear. Over here we have some more toys. Looks like a birdhouse. We have a crib. And then we've got the fireplace, which is kind of hard to see. There are two flames in there, but they're kind of hard to see because it glows so brightly. And then we've got that printed tile there. We've got some curtains. And I'm not too sure if this is supposed to be a cross, because on the gravestone up front they used one of these four-way tire iron looking things as a cross. But they just got it laying across the top of the mantle, so I'm not too sure what that's supposed to be. But yeah, you've got a doorway here that takes you into the bathroom. The bathroom, you can see, has a mat. I don't know what that brown stain's supposed to be, but that's pretty nasty. We've got a toilet that is glowing green, and there's a plunger on the side. We do have a bathtub and a towel hanging on a towel rack. And then we've got another mirror with our seashell sink. And we've got some really cool printed tiles down here on the floor. And then we've got this window, not window, but the mirror, another mirror that's shattered. Or maybe it's a frosted privacy window, because it does swing back this way to complete the next part of our journey to the roof. Let's go to the roof. So as I said, the roof does have this panel that does lift off, and it does reveal the seance room. There's a pretty cool looking book here. It says Forbidden Power. You can take that and open it up, and it says don't open. Ah, crap. But yeah, there's a really cool looking little printed tile back there. We've got three little jewels. We've got the crystal ball, we've got a flower, and then we've got a knife back there. Kind of creepy. Looking at it from the other side, you can see the knife right there, along with the ghoul. And then this part here, it's left empty. Nothing goes in there, which I thought was weird. Maybe you can put the extra parts, but that's where this part goes. And I would think that it was supposed to just be closed, but they've got jumpers here instead of regular plates. So it leads me to believe that this is meant to be, you know, put on and removed. But yeah, really cool looking steeple, really cool looking design. I love this. This is a beautiful set, guys. And I hope you're able to get one for yourselves. What can I say, you guys? The building experience was superb. I had no missing pieces. I did have some extra pieces. I had this as my regular extra pieces that were left over after the build. And then I had these pieces, which I went ahead and removed from the bottom of the base since I was putting it on a mill's plate. If you'd like to pick up your own set to build and enjoy, go ahead and head down to my description where I have my affiliate link for Lumibricks and one for Amazon. However, if you do go to the Lumibricks affiliate link once this set drops October 15th, you can get 10% off by using my coupon code BRICKBYBRICK-MJ10. You also get some kind of a discount with Amazon if you use my affiliate link. I'm not too sure how much that is, but you can shop around and see where you get the better deal. If you would like to help support the channel further, you can go to this QR code to my Buy Me a Coffee page and donate as much or little as you like if you should so feel moved to do so. That's going to do it for my build and review of this set. If you enjoyed it, please do me a favor and like the video, comment down below, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, and don't forget, when life starts getting you down, just take it brick by brick. See ya.